This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay, thank you. I don't know very less attendance today. Okay, anyway, we will start. First, let me check this because yesterday it didn't work. Even night it didn't work, but anyway, S4 system is working. I think HANA is not working. Yesterday both didn't work. Maybe they will work. Anyway, we have to do the activity in S4 now. Okay, now let's continue the AMDP we have done in the same system. I think we created, I don't remember the program name. Has anyone remembered the program name? Has anyone remembered? Not an issue, we can do again. Okay, I will quickly do it. So we created AMDP. I think the same one, right? Do you agree with me, guys? This is the program. So if you want, I can do the debug here. Here it's a select options we declared, and this is the function module to convert select options into string. But here you need to give the proper compatible type. So we declared according to that, and we are moving this select options data to this by looping like this. Then finally we are here. Let me show you so that for example, whatever you give here, now here s underscore Kunnar contains this select options range table. and once we move LT select options, now you can look at LT selection. Now see LV where line where we can see. Now we need to understand how to pass this input to the AMDP method. So let's go to the ABAP perspective and AMDP. Just with curious, is there any festival or is there any something today, guys? Because I'm seeing very less attendance, or have I missed sending link to other people? I don't know. Is there any special today? Okay, I'm logging into the ABAP perspective. So I'm going to the system library. One second, guys. I'm stopping screen because I just want to double check whether I send the link for everyone, because I don't see most of the people in the class. Okay, thank you. Hope you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, is there any holiday or something today, guys?
No holiday, I think so.
Okay, maybe I think it's Pongal vacation started. Okay, now slowly some people are joining. Okay, no worries, thanks. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to create a new class and all for this, because in the existing class itself we can create a methods. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to declare some types declaration. Okay, let me know if it is not clear for you. So begin of dy underscore kna1. I just declare Kunnar, type Kunnar, land1, type land1, name1, type name1. End of tykna1. Then types ttkna1, type table of tykna1. Now I am defining a method here. I am going for static method get kna1. Here I am giving importing, of course it's passed by value lvvar or ivvar. I think I will do ivvar here. Type string, exporting value ETKNA1 type TTKNA1. Now here you see implementation is missing. Now here methods, method get KNA1 like by database procedure for HDB language SQL script options read only. Then end method. What we will do now here, you know apply filter keyword. So apply filter we already discussed. Here in the apply filter keywords, first let's write KNA1 in the first, then colon, you know where whatever this method is giving you IV where as an input with the string. So you already know apply filter, every SQL ends with semicolon, apply filter. But if you use any ABAP objects or dictionary objects, declare here. You know, apply filter keyword will select all the columns from this and keep it here based on this where condition. But we don't want all the columns. We are interested only 3 columns. Kunnar land one name one, and that too we have to put into ETKNA1. So select, then you should write ETKNA1 equal to select. In HANA SQL we will write Kunnar comma land one comma name one from colon I tab, because we are selecting the data from I tab. So activating. Now so any question in this coding, guys? We have already discussed what apply filter will do and all. Is it clear, this coding? Can I get confirmation in the chat box about this coding? Otherwise I can deep dive. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, clear.
Yeah, that I am going to show you. Yeah, without apply filter, if you want, you should write. Here the question is, how can we provide select options in select query, right? This is HANA SQL, okay? This is not your open SQL. You can directly do something, okay? You don't have in statements and all. If you don't want to use apply filter, you need to write a lot of coding for that, okay? And maybe you need to pass one internal table and convert select options into that internal table, but it is very, then you need to select that internal, but it will be very complicated, okay? But the apply filter concept is only because of this select options purpose. Now here you can use that class the method which we have created, get kna1, and here you need to pass this iv where let's we pass directly this, and of course here you need to declare some internal table. But actually one thing here, new OpenSQL, you can write like this data LTKNA1, then it automatically declares, but it is applicable only for methods. Instead of declaring, I will explain this in the new OpenSQL. Instead of declaring types, data and all, you can write here directly, it will automatically declare. I'm just keeping the breakpoint here and here. Now you can see this is the LV where and LTKNA1 automatically declared, and you can take LTKNA1 now. So is it clear everyone? Any questions? Is it clear now how to use select options in AMDP? Yeah, let me know if it is not clear. I will elaborate it, guys. Okay, now we will come back again and we will see how to debug AMDP and how to debug ABAP and HANA and all. So first let me show you in S4 HANA whatever yesterday I told you, I will show you in the system. After that we will start CDSU. Okay, after that we will start CDSU. Anyone knows what is the material length in HANA or S4 HANA system? At least in non-HANA system, what is the material length?
89.
Yeah, 18 is in non-HANA. Okay.
Yes.
Now, but in HANA or S4 HANA, you can see here material length is 40.
Yes.
Okay. So even in HANA or S4 HANA, remember this thing. And also yesterday I showed you some simplified tables and all. You can also look that. And another thing is BSEZ. Anyone knows BSEZ table? Have you ever had, or what was that speciality? Does anyone have idea here? It was a it was a cluster table before, right? But now in S4 HANA or HANA, it is a transparent table. Like we discussed in HANA, we will discuss this in HANA migration as well. See, it's a transparent table. Okay. And XD01, XK01. This is related to S4 HANA only. XD01 is actually customer creation, but see, redirecting to transaction BP, XD01 is absolute. XD01 is absolute in S4 HANA system. So there is a transaction called BP, business partner. So here you select whether you want vendor or customer or finance vendor, and you select, because even before you have a T code for creation of vendor XK01. See, and even there before there is another T code FD01. It's a finance customer. Even FK01, finance vendor. Before we had this many T codes, but now in S4 we have only one T code, that is BP, business partner. You just select the partner type and you create it. This is one change. This is the main change actually, and also the simplified tables in S4. But tables and all remain same, like KNA1, LFA1. These tables remain same. But only thing is, we will come back and I will come back and show you something here, because here some tables like MSCG and all, they have developed based on some CDS views. You can find out like extras, proxy object. This is the CDS view. Okay. Yeah, first of all, let me explain CDS views, then we will come back here. Okay, what is that and all. Okay, so now I'm going to start CDS view. So before that, I want to check with everyone, whatever we discussed till now, is it clear or do you have any questions? Yeah, MSC is a table only. Okay, I will tell you that. MSC is table only, but they are created on top of CDS views. That I will explain after CDS view. What is that actually? Okay, now, yeah, let's discuss CDS view, the last topic in ABAP and HANA. Actually, we know top-down approach. We create AMDP and CDS views. We have enough documentation for CDS view in our documents, lot of documents. I will also go through them and explain you after a couple of classes. So whenever you create in ABAP perspective, whenever you create these in ABAP layer, this execution happens in the database. This execution happens in the database. So this is what actually top-down approach. We create these in the top, but execution happens in the down. We by selecting either local object or any package, right click, new, other ABAP repository. Usually in earlier HANA versions below 2.3, we have CDS view option inside the dictionary folder. Inside the dictionary folder, we have the CDS view option. Now we have a separate folder, core data services. Under that we have this data definition is nothing but CDS view. This data definition is nothing but CDS view. Earlier we have a separate, in the dictionary folder itself you have data definition and we use it to create it. So what you need to check, you need to check separate core data service folder is there, otherwise you go dictionary and select data definition and you create it. So in the core to data services, you select data definition. Here you give any name with Z or Y. You can give any name with Z or Y. This is the CDS view name or data definition name. This is the CDS view name or data definition name. You give some description here, and if you click next, already exists. Next, it's already exists. Maybe I will do. Now we are creating data definition or CDS view, but what you need to do, if I go back, don't click finish. When you have next button, click next. Why? Because let me show you again. If I do right click, new, other ABAP repository, code to data service, data definition. ZYS is 400 something. If I click finish, what will be happen? It is navigating here and it is choosing some other template. It is defaulting, creating with some template. But don't choose finish. What you can choose is go to other ABAP repository, code to data service, data definition. Next. Here these are the templates available. Here these are the templates available. And choose the required template. Choose the required template. What are these templates? When it's the first template is like a projection view. It says, projection view is used to project few fields from one table. But here you may ask, what is the use if I create like a projection view by selecting few fields from one table? We can write a direct select statement in ABAP program. We also have some dictionary views and all. How it is different from that? Here the advantage is you can do on the fly calculations, aggregations, some concatenations, multiplications, divisions at one shot. But if you want to do the same thing in dictionary views, it is not feasible. Even in it is a ABAP program, you need to write a lot of code for that. You need to select all the data to ABAP layer, you need to loop, and a lot of things need to do. But here in one select statement, at one shot, it does everything in the database. Now define view with join. So it creates a view with joining two data sources. That data source means, and also here define view means you can create your view on a dictionary table, and also you can create a view on another CDS view. Here also you can join dictionary tables or you can join another CDS views. Okay, define with join means it is like inner join, like our normal inner join. But association means there is a little difference between inner join and association that we will see. Actually, however, for modeling, you create variables and all. Same way here also, you create some input parameters for the view itself. But of course, when you use your view in the ABAP program, you can write where and all. But inside this, if you want to use some parameters, you can also do that. Anyway, that we will see. Extend view is used to extend the existing view, but of course standard view, standard CDS view, if you want to extend, then you use this template. But if it is a custom CDS view, there is no need of extending, right? Let's say you have a custom table, you directly change and add the field. But if it is a standard table, then you go for append structure or you do something else. Now define table function with parameters. So define table function with parameters means we do this like a function module or a method. We will discuss this. This is there in screen, but it's not yet implemented backend. It doesn't support in the backend. So just it's there here in the tool, but they don't work. Okay, these are all there here, but they don't work. You can see if you want. They are not supported in the backend system. So till here only we have the templates. Now I'm just showing you by selecting the first template, define view. Here we have annotations. These at the rate, these are annotations. The annotations, if you do at the rate and control space, you will get lot of annotations. I'm just giving some example. What are those annotations? For example, you have an annotations like client dependent, true. Okay, maybe here it is not there. Annotations. These are the default annotations. If you want some specific annotations, you can do control space and you can use that specific annotations. Okay, we will discuss what is this annotation and all. For example, let us see the default annotations. This is the mandatory annotation. You cannot remove this, otherwise it will not work. If you remove this, it will not work. This is the CDS view or data definition. This is CDS view name or data definition, and also same way there is an SQL view name will be there. Whenever you create CDS view or data definition, this is in the database layer it will be there, but on top of ABAP layer another view will be there. That view name we should give. But we need to see in SC11 whether we can see this or we can see this, and in ABAP program which we need to use, that we will discuss. And for example, here text label, it will just short description. How do you want the description of your view? Authorization check means by default it checks the authorizations. Authorizations means do you have access for the table, or also there are some authorization objects like in roles and all created in normal SAP. Same way here also there are some data controls are created by security guys. So in case if it want to check all kind of authorizations, by default check will be there. If you don't want, then you just write not required here. So this is optional one. Like if you want filter the data, then by default it is true. That's it. Anyway, we will discuss these annotations, but these are default annotations. But the mandatory annotation is this one. You should not give this same name of CDS view. You should give different name. If you give the same name of data definition or CDS view, it will not work. So this is the CDS view name or data definition name, and this is the SQL view name. Both should not be the same. Now here you will give the data source name, that is define view as select from. For example, I am giving KNA one here, and I want all columns, so keep star. First let me activate and show you. Now let's see where these are all created. I'm going to SC11. In the view, see, you can see here DDL SQL view. DDL SQL view. Of course, you cannot change any ABAP and HANA objects here. And if you go here, we are able to see the data. and this is CDS view name or data definition. Actually, in HANA systems, you cannot see this in S4. You cannot see this from S11, but in S4 systems, you can see this. In S4 systems, you can see in S11 this data definition or CDS view. You can see this, but of course, anyway, it is used. See, data definition can only be edited in Eclipse. Means in ABAP perspective, it means. But if you want to use in ABAP program, you should use SQL view only. For example, here I want only few columns. Let me show you. Kunnar land 1 name. Now you can see, and of course you can see the data as well. And let's see how to use this in so select star from you should not use this data definition, or we should use SQL view. See, now you can see here data. Okay, now for example, if I want to do any change, definitely you should do in ABAP perspective in Eclipse or HANA Studio. And wherever you created, whether it is a local object or package, you should select it. And of course, you can find in the core to data services in the data definition, ZOSS 400 CDS to C. Here you go there and you change it here. You can also test from here, like right click, open with data preview like this. Okay, now you can also see in the dictionary in the normal views, right? But you find a lot of views here. Here also you can find your SQL view. Same like GUI in S11, whatever you are able to see. And of course, you can also test from here. Right click, open with data preview. In HANA system, you can't see here DDL view or data definition view. For example, data definition view, you can find SQL view by going here, and if you double click, right, if you know SQL view, you can find here from DDL source. And if you know CDS view or data definition, from there you can find SQL view. See, in case in lower version, if you don't have that connection like this in HANA versions and all, there is a view ABAP CDS. Here if you know SQL view, you can find CDS view or data definition. If you know data definition, you can find SQL view. From this view, you can find out. In case, because in higher version, anyway, if you know CDS view or DDL view, you can find SQL view from here. But in lower versions, if you click SQL view like this, you don't find here DDL source. In that case, you can use this. In case, okay, now if you go back, I'm creating another one now in the package. because the transportation and all it's the same, no difference. Right click, new, other ABAP repository, go to data, data definition, CDS3, text, next. See, you can choose same way, next. First template only I am choosing. And here I will give ZYSS 400 SQL3. Here I will give KNA1. Here you can select required fields. Then concatenate. You can use concatenations like this. Name 1, name 2 as name. And you can also do multiplications. And another thing you do, for example, let me show you. If I activate, but you know, if you want to do concatenate, we should put a lot of effort. You can see now it's concatenating. But actually here you can use only two values as a concatenate. But if you want to concatenate more, then use concatenate function. So concatenate this one, as well as if you want to concatenate land one, as you need to do like this if you want to do more concatenations, because that concatenation function, and also you know you should write it only for characters or var like strings. You can see here now the country in the end. For example, you can also do multiplications and divisions, but if you have, you should have numeric or integer fields. And you can do even aggregations also. I will show you that. For example, so it is also do like multiplications, divisions, everything you can do, subtractions, additions. I will also show you we can also do aggregations. I take, if I want to do, we should have right table. Maybe let me check SPLIT. Let's say let sum of price I want to do. Right click, new, other ABAP repository, core data service, data definition. Here SPLIT. What we can do, sum of price. As amount something. You can do like this. But usually when you do this, better you do group by char ID. Now if you look at, it will do all the sum of price and it will group by char ID. It is very difficult to do this kind of things in ABAP or in other views. It's not possible even. This is what actually the CDS views. But we will see other templates as well. I have some questions in the chat box. Yeah, if you want to know how many annotations and all, you go to SAP documentation. In our link, it is there. Okay. Yeah, if you pass data definition, yeah, that we will try now. Yeah, you can check the performance in SQL trace itself because you select always data from SQL view. So it is like a normal view. You can check in normal methods how you check your ABAP objects. Okay, now the question here is, can we do select on DDL view data definition? Okay, I think the name is, we have given CDS to, for example. Can we do select? That's the question here. Let's do that. Here instead of SQL, we want CDS, correct? Yeah, no syntax errors. But in S4 HANA versions, it is allowing, but before even you can't see in S11. Okay, now it's allowing. So it's working that also in S4 HANA. But in normal HANA, even you can't see in S11 that. I will also show you because now that system is not working right. Even it is your server only. You can try that also in your server, right? There even you can't see in S11. So is it clear everyone? So we will deep dive other templates tomorrow. Is it clear? Any questions? I will show you all the documents and all tomorrow where you can find annotations and everything. Lot of stuff is there. Okay. I will show you tomorrow or in the next class. Okay. I will let you know tomorrow. I will not be available Monday morning and of course Saturday also. I will let you know tomorrow. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.